Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another very useful ship for survival mode. And this one right behind me is called the North Star, which is this lovely thing, which is sort of like a cross between a drop pod and a survival kit, where you got 4 seats for your passengers to sit on, a bunch of hydrogen thrusters to move you from space to a planet, or vice versa, and you've got a survival kit to recharge itself, refine anything you collect, and an ore detector to find precious resources. So you basically use this if you want to go down to a planet and find certain resources, or perhaps make a base on a new planet, but you don't want to send your big ships down there just yet, just in case it doesn't have what you're after. But anyway, pressing F10 and finding this in the spawn menu, the North Star is 534 small blocks, using no DLC packs, no mods, and no scripts. We've got a little bit of information about it, just as the story behind it, as well as all the stats, as block count, PCU, length, width, and height, and all the other good stuff. So give this thing a thumbs up, which I already have. We'll come around towards the very front, we'll have a quick look around the outside, a little look at the interior, then we'll drive around for a bit, and that will be that. So my character can now bugger off just a little bit, there we go. I can now bring the sun back around so we can actually have it on the ship. There we are. In fact, that's a little bit dark. That'll have to do, and we'll go from here. So what we can see at the front is an LCD screen with a construction logo on the top of it. Just below there is our survival kit with 2 unfinished windows on there for some decoration, and one hell of a lot of grey steel blocks. We can also see our hydrogen thrusters in the form of small ones and large ones, which are the only form of thrust that appear on the ship, so we are good for pretty much everywhere. If we were to move around onto the side, we can just about see an ore detector on top, as well as a large hydrogen tank to make sure this thing's got lots of fuel to fly around. And this is what we get on the side. It's going to be very similar on the opposite, but we can see 4 chairs for you passengers to get into, and of course we drive this thing around, which will be done via a remote control block, because there is no proper cockpit on this. We've got an interior light to light up the darkness, we've got magnetic plates to clamp this thing down, as well as a couple of light grey, green, and yellow blocks just to break up all the grey. If we were to move the camera just a little bit inside here, on the left hand side is our survival kit, on the right hand side is 2 batteries, and then up the top there, once the game catches up, there we go, is a large hydrogen tank that we saw from the top. Moving to the opposite side, around there's a conveyor going along the middle. This is what we get. Instead of an ore detector and antenna on top, we instead got these little red and white blocks, where if we were to come all the way up and above this thing, what we're going to find right below it is a remote control block, which is how we're driving this thing around. And of course around towards the very back, there's a connector to dot this thing up, recharge it with hydrogen, and there's the back of our batteries we just saw, with once again some unfinished windows, some decoration. All the way down and underneath it, there's the bottom of our batteries, there's the bottom of our survival kits, there's our 4 magnetic plates, as well as our 4 hydrogen thrusters, and not really anything else to talk about. But now what I'll do is just grab hold of my character, we now come up to the side with the sunlight on it. So there is the back, so we need to sit in this chair, and we'll just look at it in first person view. So this is what your passengers are going to be seeing. So you can see the survival kit, they can see how much hydrogen you got left in your tank, and they can wave to the other passengers who are going on the journey with you. Pressing I, coming into the control panel, this is all we got on this. So we've got a survival kit, remote control, hydrogen tanks, O2HU generators, ore detector, and that's pretty much it. But we will need to come to the remote access, take control over this. So number 1 and number 2 is going to be for our magnetic plates underneath, with number 2 to switch them on and off, and number 1 to switch the locks. That allows us to pull all the way up, and this thing is bloody fast moving up, because it is made for coming off a planet. Number 4 is going to be for our batteries to auto recharge, which I'm not going to do because it will shut this thing off completely, and I'll have to manually restart the batteries. Number 5 is for our hydrogen tanks to stockpile on and off. Number 6 and number 7 is for our connectors, and then number 9 is for our antenna, which you can see right next to our ore detector to turn that on and off. And that's that for what this thing has to offer. So now all we got to do is do a thruster test, then maybe we'll slam it into a ground to see how it explodes, and that's pretty much it. So moving forwards, backwards, left and right, what you're going to expect is very, very slow movement. All the power behind this is going to be moving up, because it is intended to go from a planet to space. Moving down is going to be a bit better than forwards, backwards, left and right, because we do have 2 extra thrusters to help out. Then as for gyroscope controls, this is what we get. It is going to be a little bit odd because you are going to be sitting in a corner, so it's going to drag around just a little bit, unlike traditional ships where they have the cockpit nice and centered, so it will be a little bit off-putting when you first drive it around. That is pretty much it for the North Star has to offer. It's a lovely little ship for survival mode if you do wish to go down to a planet and scout for ore patches, scout for a base location before you bring down your large ship that could potentially crash down into the ground or even just use too much fuel trying to get to the ground. There'll be a link in the description below if you do wish to download and play around with it yourself. Highly recommend you do. And I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.